Hello, folks, and welcome to Mercy Kill. This is episode 6, and I am joined here by the one and only Grand Pooh Bear for Super Dram World and Super Mario Odyssey. Few points of announcement here before we get started. Remember to check out all of the SGDQ 2020 online runs uploaded on YouTube. Subscribe to youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick and feel free to tweet at us at GamesDoneQuick to tell us what you thought about the event and what your favorite runs were. And SGDQ may be over, but remember, hotfix is year-round. Learn about all of our shows and submit your runs or ideas at GamesDoneQuick.com/hotfix. And an online all-women speedrunning event, Frame Fatale, returns with another event, Fleet Fatales, which will be on November 15th, 2020. Game submissions will be open on August 30th, so go to GamesDoneQuick.com/FrameFatale for more information. With that being said, Pooh, how are you doing? What's up?
I am wonderful. Thank you for having me on here. I'm really excited. As someone who's embarrassed themselves on the GDQ stage more than once, it only makes sense that I need to do it online during a hotfix as well. So I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah. For the record, I didn't bring that up. You did. So yeah, that comes up in the chat.
It's happened. You know what? We've all watched my runs. You know what I mean? I think I hold the record. I mean, like, I feel like I got to be close to the most deaths at a GDQ, regardless. You know, just because of the types of games I play. But even more so than that, I also hold the record for most consoles killed. So, you know, not necessarily good records to have. You know.
You heard it here, folks. Future GDQ incentives: save versus kill the consoles. Coming to a GDQ near you.
Console, yeah.
Well, yeah. It's fun to be reunited with you in this sense, Pooh, because when all of that happened, I was at the hosting booth looking at you and Mitch in disbelief during all of that.
Honestly, I think you've hosted like 80% of the runs I've been a part of, Sky. When I think about it, you know, I think 8 out of 10. 12 runs you've done for me, so
I wonder if there's a connection there.
I know, yeah.
So I'm seeing some comments in chat right now, talking about Fall Guys already. So let's start there as a point of conversation, because Pooh, you've been one of the Fall Guys kings lately on Twitch.
It's been super fun. Like, it's been really, really fun. One thing that I've really loved about it is it's really a game that's in a lot of ways built for speedrunners, and even more so than that, like people that just run and jump like me. Because you know it's been really fun to see all the the League of Legends players come over that are playing it, and the first-person shooter guys, and they're just not, you know, doing as good as the speedrunners out there, I've noticed. So it's been really fun to kind of have a game that kind of bridges all these different communities, but definitely favors our own. So I've been really, really loving it and having a great time with Fall Guys, and it's also been a game that's been, you know, it's like it's feeding that speed itch. You know, we get we've learning strats every day, like new stuff every day about it, and how to go just a little bit faster each time, and it's really fun. It's definitely scratching a fun speedrunning like itch while also being competitive. Yeah, I don't know, I just love it. It's awesome.
Can you believe Pooh's calling out other communities, knowing darn well that the MTG community has also had a foot in the Fall Guys scene lately?
Hey, love the Magic the Gathering community. Absolutely nothing against the Magic the Gathering community. Love Magic. I watch me a lot of Magic out there. So yeah, but no, it's been I don't know. I can't get enough. It's very rare. It's the first game I'd say that doesn't star a plumber that I have just been utterly ridiculously obsessed with in almost like a decade, I'd say. So it's kind of crazy, you know, like just like ridiculously obsessed. So it's been really, really fun. But on the flip side of that, I'm super rusty at Mario, so it's made this show even better, you know.
So the real hard-hitting question: when was the last time you've touched a controller for Mario Maker or for even Grand Pooh World 2, which I saw you working on before Fall Guys came out?
August 3rd. No, I played for 2 hours last Wednesday. I played a new hack called Peachy Moat World. Probably the best hack of 2020. If you guys are interested in Mario World ROM hacks, check it. Either watch someone play it or play it yourself. But I played a little for a couple hours on Wednesday, and it wasn't bad. I didn't do so bad or anything. But before that, it would be August 3rd was the last time I did it. Yeah. So I've been playing Hollow Knight. I've been playing through Hollow Knight as well. So that's been Hollow Knight's just such an incredible video game. Everybody needs to play it. So yeah, I'm ultra rusty.
Speaking of
I haven't played with a timer next to my name since August 1st. So there you go. So it's been at least 4 weeks since I've speed ran of any kind.
Well, yeah, so I'm going to look at the statistics right now. We'll come back and talk about Odyssey after this, which will be the headliner for tonight for good
Lol.
reasons. We're starting on Dram World. It's been since February 2019 since you've Pv'd in Dram World. I have a
Yes.
2313 recorded for you, and that's what we're going to show in the corner today.
Yes, that was a run that I if you guys follow my stream at all, Super Dram World, I've been playing it now since 2015. As it came out, and there's never been a deathless run of it. I've gotten one death multiple times, at least 20 or 30 times now. I've gotten to the last boss deathless and choked, which is the only way you can describe it because the last boss isn't necessarily the hardest thing in the game. So it's kind of always been like this little thorn in my side. But what's interesting about it is that it's been a game that I've always like. It's hard to come back to it for like long periods of time because in the ROM hack scene, like we're getting so many new games all the time that I want to play them. I want to play them all. So I've given like three or four really good like sequences of trying to get deathless, and I'm hoping this kind of motivates me to go back for the deathless after I embarrass myself tonight. So.
I was going to ask, regardless of what happens tonight, do you plan on going back? Because that's one of the goals of Mercy Kills, to get speedrunners to pick up games that they've not touched in a while and maybe go back and kick its butt after.
Yeah, I mean, I would always be sad if someone did this deathless before me. This game's like really special to me in a lot of ways because the first time I ever saw Kaizo, like a human play Kaizo, was Dram at GDQ. The first Kaizo level I ever played was made by Panga. Panga was such a huge. Panga's blowing up on Mario Maker 1 directly coincided with me getting over the 10 viewership mark and ultimately leading for this being my career for the last 4 years now. And so it's always just like super special. It's also my first solo GDQ run. Before that, I'd only done races. Dram 2 is my only other solo GDQ run. So just everything about the Dram World series is very, very special to me. And so ultimately, I would love to get the perfect run. I just need to get the perfect amount of motivation, to get in there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Any safety strats tonight, or are you just going to go for it and see what happens?
No, I wouldn't even remember safety strats anyway. So honestly, I'm going to be lucky to just remember what is coming up next in every level. So I think we're going to see some moments where, like I'm supposed to spin jump and do a regular one and things like that. So we'll see how much in the groove I can get here. Especially with my PB playing in the side, because this PB is a solid run. And like another thing about Super Dram World is it's not like when people think of Kaizo games, they think like just don't die. My run that you'll watch would beat a deathless run of safety strats, like by about a minute and a half. Yeah, it would crush it. And I think it has 2 small deaths in it, but there's a lot of actual speed strats in this game, from like first cycles and just like small skips that we do to save a few seconds here or there. So yeah, I'm excited. I love it.
One last thing here. I want to talk about the estimate to PV ratio. Your PV is 2313. Very impressive. Who has given us a 40-minute estimate tonight, folks?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, honestly, I mean, that's... Well, first of all, there's like a minute save in that PB that I'm 1,000% not going to get. Like 1,000%. It's a legitimate triple frame perfect, pixel perfect trick. And it's something that I got very rarely in runs anyway, let alone a run that was almost deathless. So this was one of those runs that was like a kind of a 1 in 1,000 chance that was going on, the PB that I'm going against. And that's actually one of the reasons why I stopped after this one, because it was so draining to be that close and know that it would take months just to get that, sequence of events to line up again. So yeah. I'm
really?
sure what did you guys wanted to see me mercy kill, but I actually want to beat the game,
I was going to say real quick, a lot of people are asking what Mercy Kill is. We are only in the 6th episode, so a recap. Pooh has chosen an estimate versus the PB where he thought it would be kind of interesting, hopefully. If Pooh finishes with, 10 minutes left on the timer, I'm going to give you a hard time about that in that direction, too.
We can move it down. We can put it down, Sky. If you want to put it down to like 30. All right, we'll go 30 to 30. How about that? Actually, why don't we do what my GDQ run was 34 and change when I ran this at GDQ. Why don't we put that as...
Well, I can't put 34 and change on the timer, so do you want to put like
34 30? Yeah,
all right,
34 30.
I'm changing it right now.
All right, yeah, that's fair. I'm okay with it. Pressure.
All right, this is for the people. All right, don't say Pooh is a I saw Pooh's a coward in chat. All right, Pooh is not a coward, and Pooh is rising.
I'm not a coward. Not a coward. Yeah.
Right
not
here.
A coward. Yeah. One other thing I want to mention about this game. This is the first time I'm going to be playing this. They made a version with custom music, and before this game didn't have custom music. This is the first time I'm going to hear a lot of these songs, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
Pooh. You know, folks, there's a reason why I hype Pooh up as the people's champion, and this is the reason why y'all got a live estimate reduction here. Pooh.
Heck yeah.
That's going crazy right now.
Live deals. I'm all about a live deal, you know? Let's do it.
All right, with that being said, Pooh, are you ready? Everybody's been waiting eagerly for this.
I'm ready. Yeah, let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go! Good luck and have fun, Pooh. Here we go. And by the way, Pooh, here on Mercy Kill, the timer doesn't count up. It counts down.
Oh, it counts down? that's way more nerve-wracking. It's like a bomb that's about to go off. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. All right. So like even right here, there's a strat to get that first cycle, and we're gonna be I don't even remember how to do this. Oh well, never mind. There we go. One death. One, yeah. I'm just hoping that eventually it's just gonna kind of like all click in for me.
Dang, look at Past Pooh go right now. Past Pooh is just absolutely obliterating this first level.
Past Pooh's pretty good. I am now washed up, so. Hey.
I can't wait.
I totally forgot about that one.
So I noticed already on this fan game that, you know, typically on current fan games, we get the retry end thing. There's no retry end. Pooh has to sit through every single death animation in this game.
Yeah, and it makes this game a lot, you know, that makes the speedrun just a lot more volatile as well. So hey,
nice.
I thought the 40-minute estimate was pretty generous myself, y'all, honestly. Oh man, yeah, I really like this music. This fun fact, this is the only Kaizo level I've ever gotten my wife to play.
Oh really?
Yes. So right there, the reason I died is I didn't let go of the jump button quick enough. You can do like a fast fall if you don't hold jump. Oh, that one I just was bad. Yeah, it's just a bad thing. I know. I got my Kaizo homies coming in here just so they can mock me. I have Super Ben in here actually, who just recently took my Dram 2 records, both of them, the any percent and the 100%. I'd held them for since Dram 2 had come out essentially, so about 2.5 years, 3 years, and he crushed him. And so I want to give him a big round of applause in there. Not only that, he just ran Heart Brothers this weekend at SGDQ. I believe his first GDQ run. So, and he won that race. So great job, Super Ben. I see you out there.
Let's hear those swag points for that yump. Nice.
We did get. I forgot about the yump.
You forgot about the Pooh. That looked
I'm
epic.
just. You know what?
Wow.
You know what? I'm just so good. I thought this was a different level. I'm just so good at yumping that I didn't even think about it. It's just something I just do automatically.
I feel so sad. Everybody was so excited, and Pooh's like, "Oh, I guess I did that thing."
Oh no! Oh, well, I'm done. I'm gonna be like levels and levels behind.
So a lot of people are asking, I thought Pooh speedran this. So yes, Pooh did do a speedrun of this. You're watching Pooh's PB in the corner. Part of the thing with Mercy Kill is you're not supposed to practice your runs. We're supposed to see how rusty those speedruns have, what have they done over the ages? How have they evolved? And what have you forgotten and what have you remembered? I mean, that's a big part of this show. If the runners were perfectly polished, it wouldn't be as much fun. This is great.
Well, yeah. This is actually one spot that could really hurt me for a while. This is one level that is this is the level that blocks everyone on it. I'm still on Fall Guys. Oh yeah, I'm still way in Fall Guys mode. Oh my gosh.
This is a tough level.
Rusty speedruns. I know. This is the one that's gonna make me we might get 35 minutes in this level. The other thing about this one is it's a punishing level,
It's been so long since I've watched this fan game. I'm wondering if there's no checkpoints in this game, is there?
Oh my, I didn't mean to do that. No, there are checkpoints in this game, but I didn't mean to do that at all. That was kind of funny. Practicing is cheating. I do believe, I'm a firm believer that practicing is cheating.
Yeah.
I do kind of wish I would have just played through it real fast, because that would have definitely helped me today.
So there was a question from the audience. How many exits are there in this category?
14 exits. Hey. All right, now we should be good. Yoink.
Oh, there we go. There's a checkpoint.
Yeah. And that checkpoint's actually really rough. There's 3 Kaizo blocks before it in different spots that are super, super tough. The Metroid music. So all this music's actually new. I've not played it with the custom music yet. So Dan the VP, it's actually been a big thing. That was one of the reasons why I didn't want to go back and run this, because fan games now all have custom music. And this had 3 music tracks, you know what I mean? And it was just something where it kind of drove me crazy having to listen to it, the same music day in and day out. And so I was really excited when Dan the VP decided to, with Panga's blessing, by the way. So this is the first time I'm hearing a lot of this track. So that's why I'm staying in this level so long. I don't get to play Super Metroid often. And I wanted to hear it. Oh, wait. Wait, no. That's wrong. Okay, I totally forgot this strat here. Okay. This is not good. This is not good. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do right here. At all. That's definitely not the fast way to do it. There's a very fast way to do that, and I don't remember what it is.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. There's a very fast way to do that whole sequence of events, though, but I don't remember what it is, guys.
So, Pooh, are you regretting that estimate adjustment yet for the people?
Not yet, because I can't see how far down we are already, so
yeah.
As far as I know, we're crushing it. Yeah.
Somebody asked, does Panga run this game as well?
It's not taboo or anything by any means. I don't think it's a big deal for runners to run their own game. But generally, I've noticed creators kind of shy away from it, and I think honestly, it has something to do with just being fatigued of your own art, in some ways. Panga was the world record holder in Dram 2 for a period of time. Oh, hey, that's a very difficult jump. I was actually doing well in that level. Yeah, I mean, he's been just kind of on a Mario Maker kick, and he plays Overwatch late at night. And everyone should go follow Penga, by the way. I love Penga, and I will always. I don't know how that death happened. That death was not my fault. I think we can all agree. I think we can all agree that that one was particularly egregious.
Is Poo Hitbox still a thing? I remember that emote.
Yes, Poo Hitbox is still an emote. Oh man. Robbed. I know.
I'm trying to let you focus on this. I know that these are.
Yeah, I don't need. I absolutely trust me. I am the amount of talk you can do, Sky, is going to help me.
Okay. All right.
I have never died once in my life because of a conversation. I die just because sometimes, you know what I mean? You're just not good enough. Like sometimes this is a rusty run, you know? And sometimes yeah, you're not distracting me at all. I'm not pressing the buttons correctly.
Well, at least I know for a fact you didn't practice. That much I can tell so far. So you're definitely following the rules, right?
Thanks? Question mark?
Somebody had said something earlier in Pooh's chat.
No!
Pooh can't practice.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so this jump right here, I'm attempting a jump right now. It's actually a relatively big time save. But it is very, very, very difficult, as you can see, as I'm dying on it over and over and over again. I've died 15 times already. Oh yeah, there's no way we're hitting this time.
I asked Pooh beforehand if I could give him crap during this run, and he said do it. And I'm like, you know what? This show in particular, you know, I'm very nice in RNG, but this show has taught me how to dish it out to runners, and I feel terrible about it. But I've had other people tell me to embrace
You know what? I deserve this. I deserve this. This is a game I hold the world record in. Like, does it even count as a world record if you can't even get past World 1 before 20 minutes? You know what I mean? Does that?
Yeah.
We should have to change the speedrun rule. Okay, so right now I'm clipping into that wall and it's causing me to lose my spin jump and it's frustrating me.
Wow.
But you should have to like show you're worthy of a title defense every few months, right? Like maybe we need to institute that rule into speedrunning.
Ooh.
You know? Like every few months you just got to be like you got to hit like within like a few minutes of your PB just to show that like you still got it. It's like, what if this is it? What if I'm washed up? What if I'll never get it again?
Oh, don't say that, Pooh.
The Pooh in the bottom left is killing it, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Past Pooh is doing fantastic here.
Yeah. What level is Past Pooh on right now, y'all?
Looks like a ghost house of some kind. Moving floors, that kind of deal. Fishing Boo. So I don't know what level that is, but again, Past Pooh is just killing it here.
Hey, we made it past that part.
Oh my goodness. Look at all of these people from Pooh Nation in the chat. Yo, shout outs to Pooh Nation. Thanks y'all for being here tonight.
Hey, I made it. I made it, baby. I made it. I made it.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's just like the weird, like the way pointers work in Mario. They're just weird. Cause like, if you guys know anything about Mario, like the pipes don't actually do anything. They're like pointers behind the pipes, and the pipes are just a visual thing for the pointer. And that pointer can just suck you in at a whole bunch of different spots.
Your chat is calling you out right now, Pooh. They don't think you can do this. You have to prove them wrong now.
Well, judging by how much time has gone by so far, I gotta be honest. I don't know if I can do this. Also, I just completely forgot how to do that room. So, I gotta, like, that's a big problem that I'm having right now is I have no recollection of what to do. My whole brain is Fall Guys. Esports has taken me over.
I kind of wondered if Fall Guys would play a role in anything that was going to happen tonight.
It's all Fall Guys now. All right, here we're gonna do this. This is a blind playthrough, yes. All right. There we go. There we go. That is a that strat right there saves a good like 8 seconds in that particular room. So.
Oh, I remember this room. Is any of this coming back at all, Pooh?
Oh no!
I guess I just got my answer to that question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get accused for commentators cursing that. So you're
That was not a
welcome.
commentator's curse. I made a bad jump. I straight up made a bad jump. Yeah, I made a low jump and just didn't adjust. You know, it was just one of those things where I have a strat and I did like half of the strat. You know, and like half of the strat clicked, but the other half did not. Oh, yeah. Is this the same levels with just a lot of extra hard stuff? No, these are all reimagined, reworked, redone. Nothing about this is the same. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still, if this was years later and it was a game this difficult, I would probably be dying way more than even this. This is still pretty alright considering how long it's been for you.
Yeah, I mean, I do have the benefit of playing other Mario World games within the last year, but I mean, it is kind of, I think in some ways it's really hard when you're running a bunch of different ROM hacks because they do start to blend together maybe a little bit. And it kind of makes it harder to remember what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna blame the hitbox on that, guys. We can all do that, right?
Of course.
Yeah, let's all blame the hitbox on that one. Is it a reverse speedrun? At this point, I'm just hoping we can make the up pipe before we time out here, y'all.
Hey, Pooh, Panga's in chat right now.
My hero.
Panga says, I made this.
It's true.
And someone said, at least we know Pooh didn't practice. Yep, that's what I was saying earlier, too. But y'all called me cold for that. I was just telling the truth.
I respect the integrity of the show. Yeah.
So yes, for those of you who do not know, Panga is the creator of this fan game.
Hey!
Did you do it? Let's see, Pooh.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing that I really love about, you know what? Okay, we're gonna try to get first cycle. So when I was going for Deathless, one of the big issues with this Wendy is always random. So what I actually did was I took notes of every single Wendy pattern that I could get, and I found out that there were 8 Wendy patterns that I could realistically beat without a time loss of taking an intentional death, because the intentional death gives you the same pattern always. So at one point in time, I memorized the 8 patterns, and I would, be able to do that. Now I don't remember even one of those patterns at all. So this intentional death is probably. Oh wait, okay. I don't even remember the intentional death pattern either. So.
So,
yeah.
Who our very own GDQ Tech Richard says to Panga, thanks in advance for adding to the killed run count on this show.
Yeah.
And Pooh, this is when you're in your 2D environment. Wait till you get into 3D with Odyssey after this.
Odyssey. What? How long did we give me on Odyssey?
2 hours. You can have the 2 hours if you want it after this.
We could probably go 145 on Odyssey. We can make live deals.
Gosh.
I can break it down to 145. I mean, there's a lot of moons. Like, even if I forget, there's just moons everywhere, right?
Yeah. What a champ. Pooh even wants to knock down the next game's estimate, despite this one looking a little rocky. That's why people love you, Pooh.
I thought the 40 minutes was pretty generous, honestly. Like, I was like, we got to do it. We got to do it.
So on our last episode, speaking of Super Mario World related things, we had Black Attack 24 on here. He did his 96 exit, used to do the weeklies all the time.
Oh.
I believe his estimate was 134, and he was like 11 exits off when the timer elapsed on that. A lot of people underestimate when they've been playing Super Mario World S games for a while how long it takes for them to remember stuff, especially with you, Pooh. You do so many fan games and mods of things that, like you said, everything blends in after a while.
Yeah, that's definitely a big problem that I have sometimes, is just remembering what level I'm actually on. And that, not just that, but like what each little, because like it's kind of, when you're playing Kaizo games, it's like each little moment is its own like puzzle. And so you have to remember the solution to each puzzle. Like you have to do the exact thing at the exact time, and everything lines up. And so sometimes it's just really hard to remember like what that puzzle is, you know? Luckily this one will always click and I'll always remember this one. Yeah.
All right, Pooh, we are getting close. You're about 15 minutes away from that timer ticking down to 0.
Oh, dude, I think I can actually beat this now. I think I'm starting.
Really?
I think I'm starting to feel it. I think I'm starting to get in a little bit of a groove here.
All right, let's see what happens then.
Yeah. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna go for a trick that I got in my PB, but this is the hardest trick in this run, and it saves a good amount of time if I can get it. No, I didn't get it. It's called Mushroom Skip. But the basic idea is to get that mushroom to, you got to do 3 frame perfect moves, throw the mushroom at the right pixel, and then the mushroom actually slides right into your, I'm going to rephrase this. The mushroom just kind of just hits your butt, and you become big, and that allows you to skip this entire level, actually, using another glitch called rope glitch, which of course we're not too creative with these glitch names, as you can see.
Look at who else we have in the chat here. We have future contestant Spike Vegeta, who was just on Random Number Generator last night for Zooter. Spike says, "Oh baby, it's Dram time." Yeah, Pooh's becoming very familiar with Super Dram World again here.
This level is like really famous because it has like just a ridiculous amount of hidden Kaizo blocks in it. It also has a despawn issue that I just ran into right there.
Ooh.
It's called rope glitch because you glitched the rope. Yeah. And what's funny about this, it's going to despawn right here, but there's supposed to be a dig and chuck there once you get to the first rope. I'm sorry if it doesn't spawn, but I don't know why it happens. And this is really funny. So when we were learning this speedrun years ago, we had to figure out why it happens, and it actually happens because of the way the screen scrolls up right there sometimes, and you have to either make it scroll like up really high or just be up high at the same time. It's really, really funny. So that was a big deal when I was first like learning this run. So like, see how that one I hit the top rope and it worked for me.
What are you doing with these message boxes? This is not an all message boxes category, and yes, that is a real thing before anyone says anything about that.
Well, I had to show Panga's solution to that problem. It wasn't, you know, and this also like expresses where Kaizo games were in 2015. He was like, well, this is cool. I don't know why it's not working. I'm not going to fix it or do anything different. I'm just going to, you know, tell him like, sorry. Like, that's what I'm going to do here, is just tell him sorry. It was an elegant yet imperfect solution.
All right, folks, if y'all look at the lower left-hand corner, Past Pooh is getting close to finishing, so get ready to get those GGs out for Past Pooh. About 12 minutes or so left, Pooh.
Panga's, you know what, and this is the thing, since Panga's such like the godfather of what we do in so many ways, that he's like the only creator that could get away with doing that without, you know, getting a whole bunch of crap given to them. Oh, I didn't want to do that. So this level right here, is this Spelunky music, guys? Dan, did you put Spelunky music in this? I'm super excited.
Dang, go Past Pooh. Past Pooh is just killing it out there. Being a real gamer.
What am I supposed to do right there? I don't remember. Oh, this one's gonna be hard because this one's all like I do. Oh, I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here at all. Okay, not that.
And here comes the GG on Pass Poo right there. There's Peach, and there's a PB back in February 2019. Right there.
No. Oh man, I really don't know what I'm supposed to do here. We didn't get YouTube Poo. He's pretty good. No, we got GDQ Poos.
Oh my god. Well, no, the console didn't go out yet. And again, you brought that up first and not me, so now it's fair game.
Okay, here we go. I got it. All right, now, no, okay. I was gonna try and do a little cool visual glitch. Okay, so right here, if you keep this guy bouncing, he doesn't throw things at you, which is helpful. I'm throwing the Goomba because I want to reset its, like, I don't know, what do you call that? Like stun meter?
Something like that.
What would you? Yeah. What would that be called, chat?
I have to read this. This is too good. Mom, can we get speedrun poo? We already have speedrun poo at home. My goodness, this is too funny.
There you go. There's a speedrun strat. Saved a 1/10 of a second killing that bullet bill right there. Okay, so this is definitely the spot where 99.9% of my deathless runs would end. This features the hardest moment in the game, and there's also a subpixel issue that we have to deal with right here that doesn't matter because I missed the note block, so it doesn't matter. But you have to jump all the way right to that note block if you don't take an intentional death in this level. And when you're going for deathless, obviously you can't take intentional deaths. So, you know what? We might be able to make it to the last level. I don't know if we're going to be able to kill Bowser in time.
9 minutes remain.
We might be able to make it to the last world. I don't know if we'll be able to make it to the last level.
And remember, folks, Pooh is here for a doubleheader tonight. So right after this, we're going to be having about 1:45 now, thanks to Pooh. 1:45 of Super Mario Odyssey. So don't go anywhere after this run.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so what's really hard about that up pipe too is the pointers we talked about earlier. It actually moves, and I think we don't really know why, but I think it's based on Yoshi's height for some reason. But it's never like perfectly in the middle. It's like a little bit early or a little bit late, and you don't really know what it's going to be. And so I just always try to get Yoshi in the right spot. Yeah. And hit it early, and you seem to get the best chance at it.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
All right, nice.
I should get my 40 back is what I should get.
Can we put the extra 15 in, Dram? Unfortunately, once the timer starts, no live deals. We established this rule on episode 1 when Kizumon crashed his game through a save corruption in Pokemon Red 7 minutes into it. So no, once the timer starts, there's no live deals. No, that's a rule.
Dang you, Kizaron! All right. Yeah, I'm digging the music. This is really fun for me. It's kind of like playing this game for the first time in a lot of ways, actually. But one of them is definitely hearing the music. Penga, have you heard the custom music yet?
I'll see if Penga says anything. Someone said, I think Panga's disappointed of Grappler. Panga says, I've heard most, but not all, regarding the music.
Oh, man. I didn't remember how to do that last section, so... So right here, this is actually one of the... Well, never mind. I was going to talk about how I did some things so I could get a deathless run on that guy and how it was used to be a intentional death, but we're just going to go ahead and ignore that because I immediately died and embarrassed myself. Did it again. Not a problem.
I'd like to see this as an opportunity to get you back into Dram World shape, Pooh.
I think it needs to happen. Yeah, I think it needs to happen. This is actually, so just to give you guys and I probably shouldn't talk about this, but whatever. Just to give you guys the type of motivation I was trying to give myself to get back into Dram World shape. I actually worked it into my Red Bull contract that I get a bonus if I beat Dram World Deathless this year.
What?
Yeah, that's how much I did it. I held money away for something else just to get me motivated. Yes.
Oh my goodness, we've seen a lot of mentions of Fall Guys tonight, and Pooh knows it. We talked about this yesterday even.
Yeah. I love it. All right, this is my favorite level. This is not just my favorite level though in this game. This is one of my favorite levels in the history of fan-made Mario levels. I'm gonna blame my controller for that one. I love this level so much. As a speed level, this has so many first cycle opportunities that we probably won't see me hit any today. But it's a level where you can save like just a legitimate amount of time and it flows super well. And I just love it so much. Actually, I'm getting a good amount of them right now. If I can get this line up right here.
Under 5 minutes, Pooh.
Under 5 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can't beat Bowser. That's for sure, because that takes about 4 minutes on its own. But we might be able to make some things happen. Yeah. Oh, I screwed up.
So how far away are you from completing the game at this point, if you remember?
I have 3 more exits after this.
Not bad still. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if the extra 5.5 minutes would have done it either.
The extra 5.5 minutes would have done it because I am slaying this level right now currently, Sky.
You're slaying this level? Let's see it.
I am slaying this level, and we are going to one-shot this second half, and then I'm going to one-shot the next level. Like I just said, and I'm going to one-shot the next level, and then we're going to be at Ultra Star, and we'd practically be done, you know? So
we're practically done.
Practically done, you know? Yeah.
I love this, Pooh. This is quality content right here. This is what the fans signed up for. This is everything we've ever wanted here on Mercy Kill. We're loving it. We're here for every second of it.
Yeah. Oh wait, I screwed that up.
No, we cannot give Pooh back the original estimate. Remember, Pooh is a person of the people, and Pooh did that for the people. We can't take that back.
I made a live deal. I stick to my live deals, yo. I stick to my live deals.
Oh, look at this. I mean, Pooh's getting better with each level. This is incredible to watch.
Yeah, I thought I could get a groove in here. I don't remember what to do right here, though. This is my one problem.
All right, let's see.
Oh, yeah, okay, I got it. Oh.
Oh, no second yum, but that's okay.
Hey. I said we're one-shotting this one. Yup. What do we got now? Oh, I forgot about this level. Okay.
You know, we have now 2 minutes remaining. That's it.
2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Okay.
That's it. Once your time's done, you put the controller down.
Oh, we got close though. We got close. Part of me is a little happy though, in some ways, that I'm not better than I was at GDQ a few years ago. Because I practiced a ridiculous amount for that run, and it would almost kind of disappoint me if I would have walked in here and beating that run, no practice.
Oh, I happen to know a thing or two about this music. I speedrun the game where this music comes from.
What game is this?
Star Fox for the Super Nintendo.
Oh.
This is Meteor from the game. All right, under a minute, Pooh. I'm going to count down once we get to 3 seconds left. That way we'll know when to pause precisely.
Oh, I'm into it now. I've hit what the kids call. Oh, dang it! I was about to brag about my zone I was in, but it's gone. It was gone.
The zone is gone. That's it.
The zone is gone.
I mean, you were calling your shot for a little while, Pooh.
Oh man, I love this game.
Can't wait to see you run more of it in the future, Pooh.
This literally just did it for me. I'm like hooked again.
3, 2, 1. Your run's just been mercy killed, Pooh. Everyone get your GGs out for the timer. The timer's victorious tonight in game 1.
Oh man. Oh man.
Pooh, how'd that feel? How did that feel getting back into it?
It was humbling. Humbling is what I would say. Like, yeah, you know, there's not many times where you can say you're unequivocally the best of the world at something, and this is the one thing, Super Dram World, that I can say that at. It's literally the only world records I've held. I've held them for about four years now, and I don't think I am right now the best in the world at this particular game at all, because I know for a fact there's lots of guys that would beat me at a race today. So
I was gonna say, what was your first guess
lots
that you were the best in the world here?
Probably midway through that third level, I was like, midway through the third level, I was like, oh, this is gonna go way worse than I actually thought. Yeah, it was super fun. I'm glad I could do it. Feeling motivated though. Feeling motivated.
You know what it reminded me of almost is like someone who, you know, hits the gym for the first time in the world and they're trying to do those first few pull-ups or push-ups.
Yeah.
Like, oh!
Yeah, I was trying to get back to that max right there, you know. So
I was really impressed though. I mean, midway through the run, you seemed to hit your stride. Do you really think you could have finished it with the original estimate? Be honest.
If I wouldn't have died right there, we'd have been like really, really close, because the last two levels are the levels I've practiced the most by far in my life, and they're ones that I know pretty deeply, and so I started to feel like about midway through the run, right about the rope level, the bridge level, everything started to like click back for me again. You know what I mean? It started to come back, and I think the second half of the run, because the second half of the run, you don't. For anyone who doesn't speedrun, for me, I practice basically the second half of the run off stream, and then the first half of the run I'm practicing on stream with resets constantly. You know, so I practiced the second half of the run a lot, and it was fun to see like it all just kind of start to flow back. But yeah, I don't know. It would have been close. The 40 minutes would have been close. I think we would have been worst case in Bowser.
I mean, jokes aside, Pooh, you've run a ton of speed games, and Mercy Kill is an experiment for those people who run a ton of speed games. What happens to those runs we haven't touched in a couple of years? We saw that today with Dram World.
Yeah.
Coming up next after this break, we have a real gem here from good old 2017 here, Super Mario Odyssey, and we're going to talk a little bit before then too, because Pooh, I have a lot of questions. You running 3D Mario in particular is something I would like to hear more about.
I'm excited about it, yeah.
So a few announcements here, and then we're going to go to the break, and then we'll go back to an interview for a couple minutes, and then Pooh will be playing Odyssey. So really quickly, for the month of August, all subscription and bit revenue will be donated to Doctors Without Borders. If you have Amazon Prime and you'd like to support the charity, along with getting ad-free viewing and a really neat lamp emote. I've been told that there is an awesome GDQ lamp emote, probably one of my favorite GDQ emotes of all time. Please consider using your Prime Gaming sub on the GDQ channel. And again, that benefits Doctors Without Borders for the remainder of this month. Remember also that it's not just tonight, it's not just Random Number Generation and Mercy Kill. We have a whole gambit of episodes for GDQ Hotfix. So remember, tomorrow we're going to be having the first step. We were talking about Kizaron earlier, so shout outs to Kizaron here. We have the first step, which is a show about speedrunning featuring J Hobbs and Kizaron. We'll be showing off Sonic Generations at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And with that, everybody get up, stretch, hydrate. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mercy Kill. I'm Skybills for GDQ here with Grand Pooh Bear. And Pooh, I appreciate the challenge from the first game, but you've decided to challenge yourself again and knock down your initial estimate from Odyssey from 2 hours to 1:45.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like regret right there. I've got to be honest.
You know, I'm somewhat nervous about this one because this one I would say I'm extremely rusty on. I've only played this game one time since 2017, and that was in like hour 18 of a 24-hour stream. So it's been a long time since I played this one. Even you'll see from my PB, like my strats, like launch game strats, you know, that I was using and I will continue to use today. This was a game that I was like the whole speedrun community. I was super obsessed with this game. And it's kind of funny because one of my goals in this game was I wanted to be higher than Dram on the leaderboard, and I never got there. Dram always had me beat on the leaderboard no matter what. He got my highest I got to. He was number 4 on the leaderboard, so that was kind of funny. I wasn't even going for world record. I was just going for Dram record.
You're not the first person to do that either. When Oth was learning Super Mario World, his goal was sub-Dram. I don't know why. This always happens in the Mario community, but sub-Dram is apparently the place you want to be if you want to begin speedrunning.
Yeah, like you want to get like WR is cool, but SD is even better. You know, sub-Dram. That's what it's really about.
That is awesome. So what made you choose Odyssey today? You know, I had told you to kind of look at what you've run in the past and see what you may want to run. Any reason why?
Well, I wanted to do something. I definitely wanted to do something different. I didn't want to just like bring a bunch of, you know, like I didn't want to do Mario 3. I didn't want to bring a bunch of 2D Mario games, which I actually haven't ran Mario 3 since SGDQ 2019 either. So that was another one. That was the last time I ran, and I knew that was going to be the last time I was going to run it, at least for a while. And I just haven't had the itch to go back yet. But you know, I don't think you ever quit a speed game. I think you just put them down for a while. So yeah, but this is just one I you know, I hadn't ran in a while. I wanted to bust it out. I think Mario Odyssey it's just such a fun game. So, you know, it's always fun to do a playthrough of it. And yeah, it just had been a while. So why not? You know, this one I'm not going to remember anything. So
I don't think I would either from a game from 2017. And as I said, I'm going to just be getting random moons. So I want to see what your improv strats are on this.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot. Yeah. Definitely going to be a few, because there's definitely a few things I do not remember in this game at all.
You know, chat was bringing up Jaws before as another potential one. One of my favorite runs of yours, but Jaws is really short. Have y'all seen
Jaws? About
Jaws?
The 5-minute Jaws run was not what I wanted.
You got to learn more games like Jaws then at some point, Pooh. Some 5 to 10 minute meme games, you know. I tend to be with somebody who does nothing but that, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'll leave those to your future husband there.
All right, Pooh.
1 second. I actually can't get my monitor working. So entertain them for like 30 seconds.
That's fine. So yeah, we were talking about Jaws before. If y'all want to see more Pooh, you definitely don't want Jaws. It's too short of a game. Let's see. Mario 64. I don't even know if Pooh ran Mario 64. I'd have to take a look at the speedrun.com profile here. It is the point of Mercy Kill. Absolutely.
I'm the only speedrunner who didn't run Mario, who's never ran Mario 64, actually.
Really? You never did the Mario Hour? That was a pretty popular thing a couple years ago.
No. And you know what's funny is I have everything set up to do Mario Hour.
You should do that
and it's on my bucket list. It's something on my bucket list. So one day. All right, I'm good to go now.
You're good to go now? All right, let's send it on over to you, Pooh. Whenever you're ready, feel free to count down, and let's see Super Mario Odyssey.
All right.
Past will be in the corner with an hour 12 and 6 seconds.
All right, let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go! Oh, let's see if Pooh can beat the timer and get an even record today. I'd like to see that.
Wait, what did I do here? All right. I don't even remember how to get through the opening menu.
But it's not part of the speed run.
Yeah, just to show you too, like how long ago it was. Like that was a top 20 time that 112, and now it's 58 minutes.
Oh, Pooh. Pooh had a false start on the run.
False start. It's okay.
All right, so
Wait,
pass Pooh already. What's up?
Yeah, how do I get out of this?
Wait, what?
No, I can't get out of that. How do I get out of that cutscene?
Pooh, don't do it. All right, there you go. Oh my gosh, Pooh.
Oh my god, I don't remember how to do anything.
That's a first on the show, Pooh. I've never had someone having issues getting into the game from their console and then getting out of the starting position.
Oh my gosh, I forgot how much shaking's in this game.
Not like this.
Oh wait, how do you... Oh man, I don't remember anything, y'all. This is gonna be bad. I don't even remember how to dive. How do you...
Wait, what?
Yeah. What's the button set to dive?
Did you reset your controller at some point?
No, I just don't remember. Oh, wait. Wait, that's not it. It's just been a while. Oh, all the cutscene skips.
You know what? Here's the thing. It's gonna start out like this, and then Pooh's going to beat this this timer that we have, and we're all just gonna be like, "What just happened here?"
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Ow.
No, the timer won. Ow. Game 1, not Pooh, unfortunately.
Ow. Okay. I used to have an emote for bonking, and I remember why now.
Yeah, remember, the runner is not allowed to practice before Mercy Kill. This is all about rusty speedruns, not polished speedruns. Y'all had SGDQ last week. You want to go watch polished runs, go watch that. This is all about rusty runs here on Mercy Kill. The stuff you never get to see. That's one of the joys of this show.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Easy. Easy.
Easy every time.
Easy every time, y'all.
Pooh can't get off the starting screen, but took out the boss without much issue.
This is kind of fulfilling a dream, y'all, because I have always had this like big dream of being on the GDQ stage and just like bombing a run super hard. Like I've always thought it'd be like really interesting, if that happens. Because the type of games I play, like that always has potential to happen. I've been lucky. Or I've been saved by my teammates in races that have not been subjugated to that. So this is kind of filling a fantasy / nightmare for me.
So someone asked, who is in the bottom left corner? That is Past Pooh from 2017. I don't even know if Past Pooh has a Red Bull hat on. That's how old that video is.
Yeah. Yeah, I was definitely not with Red Bull at that point.
So how many runs of this did you complete, Pooh? I know not as many as Dram.
No, not nearly as many as Dram, but a lot. Like this was my main game for a good 3 months, I'd say. And I mean, we were hammering out. I was doing a ton of races. I was so obsessed with racing this game because it was so, especially like early on, it was just so fun and exciting, and there was something new every day, the early Mario Odyssey speedrun time was a special time.
Whenever a game first comes out, a lot of people tend to want to speedrun the game. They want to be some of the first people to discover new tricks. There's a lot that can happen within the first couple months of a game. I mean, I know there's memes out there that are like, hey, don't get world record in the first day and all that. But there's some merit to working on a speedrun very early, because you could be that person who discovers a major glitch. Everyone will remember you for it.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard because I personally... I wish people would just go ahead and play through the game casually. Like, It was always weird for me the way. Get there. Hey! First try.
Yo, Pooh into the
Yo.
loading zone there. That's fancy. You sure didn't practice this? Are you sure that
No.
wasn't a ruse at the beginning?
I got lucky on that one. You know what?
That was awesome, Pooh.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why we have the runners pass PVs there, because we want to see how things have changed over time. What are the differences in time? What different strategies may have been used? Has there been anything discovered that they may have learned at some point? It's always fun having the PV in the quarter for that reason.
Oh. Yeah, I definitely haven't learned anything. I mean, I've seen this run a billion times at this point, you know, like the way it is now. But I can't apply any of that to this today.
Do you still remember how to like dive and jump on top of your hat? I hope.
Yes.
Okay. There was a lot of silence there, so I'm not 100% sure that's
I had to throw it and see first just to be safe.
So another question, why is Pooh at 140 so early into this game? So during Mercy Kill, the timer counts down. Once that timer is done, it doesn't matter where Pooh is, everything stops unless Pooh is in the credits. In that case, the timer would stop sooner. So think of Mercy Kill as we're counting down, not counting up.
Oh, this game's so good. This is just such a good game.
Pooh's going to rediscover the love for Odyssey, and all of a sudden we're going to go from Fall Guys streams back to some Odyssey every now and then.
I don't know if we're gonna get to that point.
Nah, Fall Guys is too good, too strong.
Oh, too good. Also, this game, if there's one thing like I know about this game, it's that the getting into a world record caliber of this game requires a deep amount of patience and knowledge, and spamming through these cutscenes that I can't stand. Spamming the start button through these cutscenes drives me insane. It does. Actually, one of the things I really dislike about this run is that for all the downtime and gameplay, it really doesn't have like a time where you can like take a drink of water or anything, because the whole time I'm here spamming A and start to skip these cutscenes, you know?
That's why we had to hydrate during the break first.
Exactly. Oh, I already know I'm gonna mess this part up.
Yeah, there's lots of menuing here too. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, and as my chat will tell you, I am a notoriously bad menuer. Like, embarrassingly bad on menuing.
So you could never do the JRPG menus with, like, you know, Japanese text.
No.
I've done that once in my whole speedrunning life. Never again. It was fun, but I was lucky I had numbers to look at.
I have no idea what route I'm supposed to take right here, y'all. So we're just gonna collect moons as I see fit. Yeah.
There's a lot to remember about this game in particular. There's just so many moons to keep track of, and then you have your own routing. That's why I said Pooh may take a few liberties here with what moons he decides to get.
Was it here?
You tell me.
I don't know.
Who wants the ask the audience lifeline?
I know.
This is looking pretty good so far, Pooh.
There should be like a bird. Yeah, look, there's a bird. I thought there was a bird right here.
There's a bird here? Oh, I see it.
Oh, that's no good. That's gonna be hard to get. Oh.
Ooh. Oh, nice, Pooh. I'm trying to not speak too soon because I know I'm a few seconds ahead of everyone else. So there's a lot of movement tech in this game. Pooh was talking about this before, and that's putting it lightly.
It's somewhere. It exists. Where are you at? Come
sure?
on! Am I on the right hill?
Are you? This is what happens when speedrunners forget.
Hey!
There you go. And you all thought the moon wasn't real. So again, to reiterate for anyone who may have come to the stream that's new, this is one of the GDQ hotfix shows, Mercy Hill, and the whole show's premise is about speedrunners learning or relearning their rusty runs without having practiced before. So they may have run these games years prior, but it's also been quite a long time since they've touched or even watched the game. So this is what we have here. We have Pooh running a 3D Mario game, which Pooh normally runs Super Mario Maker, but now has become a Fall Guys pro, Fall Guys esports here. So this is what happens when you become a Fall Guys pro and you end up going back to a 3D Mario game.
I don't remember how to do that part, so we're just going to not. Yeah, we're just gonna not do that part is what we're gonna do. Okay, now if I don't really remember this, how you do this part at all.
You don't remember this part?
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's not what I want to do. All right, well, I want to acquire this bullet bill. That I remember.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take it down here. And you have to hold Y to accelerate, which is something I definitely obviously remembered right there, y'all.
Is it coming back at all, Pooh, or are you just kind of flying off the seat of your pants right
now? A little bit. Like, I definitely feel like I remember where most stuff is. I don't feel like I remember any of the actual routing. I'm definitely not going for the clips.
All right, so we're not going to get a chance to see a Sphinx clip at all?
No. No. Ring. No, but we will do the Sphinx skip at the end because you really have no choice. Like, you have to do that one.
Makes sense. I have truly forgotten how many moons there are in this game.
I think 800. Yeah, there's some stuff that's coming back, and then there's other stuff that's just like...
Oh, look at this. It's a cool place for a moon.
Have you never played through this game, Sky?
I played through it a little bit, but the controls felt really awkward to me. Like, super awkward. I played a lot of Mario 64, but not this one.
Yeah, see, this is easily my favorite 3D Mario game. I wish, the only thing I don't like about this game compared to like 64 is just, I think 64's level design is just so incredible, you know?
Yeah. More organized, for sure.
Yeah, I just think, and like the way that 64, each star, I didn't think I was going to get that. So each star feels like so important in Mario 64, whereas moons start to feel generic, I want to say, you know? And especially that's like something in the speedrun that could maybe be an issue with the speedrun is you're just trying, you know, you're trying to get the fastest, easiest moons, so.
Yeah, I mean, in 64, when you got a star most of the time, you felt like you earned the star, whereas here it just feels like they're everywhere and they're arbitrary.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I always think about the moon where you just sit on the bench next to the guy. Hey, don't get me wrong, that's like one of the best, most memorable moons in the game. But it is very kind of silly, yeah. No, select. I need to use select. Yes.
Oh, there you go. You do have the warping system in this game, which is nice.
Yep. Yeah, they should have made all the moons 1-ups. They felt too much like Koroks and not enough like shrines. Boom.
I like that analogy quite a bit, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's kind of my only, but I mean, with that being said, like that's my only complaint about this game. Otherwise, and maybe the lack of like a cohesive overworld, you know. I think would also probably be a way that, like, you know, other past 3D Mario games maybe are more beloved for that reason.
Yeah, this game takes the model of Galaxy 2, where you're aboard like the starship, or in this case, just like a regular spaceship of sorts, and you can enter the world. Whereas like in Galaxy 1 and Mario 64, you had that hub that kind of connected everything really nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, and the hub becomes kind of its own level with its own secrets and, you know, own excitement.
Trying to see where Past Poo is at right now. Looks like some kind of waterfall. I don't know the names of all the worlds here, so maybe Wooded Kingdom? I'm trying to remember. It's been a minute for me even watching this.
Yeah, it's yeah, if I'm at a waterfall, I'm in the next level. Oh my gosh, there's so much like little movement stuff that I don't remember how to do.
I don't know. So far, this has looked all very well, but I guess we're gonna have to see when Past Poo is done and where you are still. I think that's gonna be the biggest telltale.
I don't remember how to control the fish either.
There's our friend Dory from SM64, has a new look. So again, for new people,
Dory for Smash, by the way.
Oh, definitely. To the new people coming in, this is supposed to be a rusty speedrun. Pooh hasn't run this game since 2017. So if Pooh was running this game really well, I'd be like, you practice. You can't practice before the show. That's one of the gimmicks of it.
Here we go. No! Okay, well that was not good.
That was not good?
No, that was not what we want to do. Yeah.
That was the opposite of good.
Yep.
That is true. We have a comment from Ogliv in the chat saying, imagine thinking there's a better 3D Mario than SMB3 3D World. I agree. That was a very good 3D Mario. That one.
I actually think 3D World's my least favorite 3D Mario.
What?
I loved, and that's what's weird about that is I loved 3D Land. Like, really? I loved 3D Land a lot. Yeah, I thought 3D Land was just super good. Oh, you're supposed to, there's some nice tech you can do right here that I definitely just failed to make this fight go really fast. Like, I'm pretty sure I can just go, like... Yay! Hey!
Look at this.
Yeah!
Pooh, that was pro gaming right there. Look at that.
Hey! Oh, whoops.
We have a question. Are you going to be able to make this Twitch Pooh look good on YouTube? That's a good question.
I always look good on YouTube. YouTube Pooh always looks good.
I mean, these are practically day 2 strats. You're not wrong. Again, Pooh ran this game for a little while, but this is kind of like day 2 strats, kind of.
No, absolutely. Like, my experience with this game is extremely limited to the first 2 months of the game. When clipping became like necessary was when I had to drop it to practice for that year's GDQ. Because that year I was running Super Dram World 2 and hard game, needed a lot of practice. Needed a lot of practice. And actually this game is probably the reason why my Dram World 2 time never got, you know, to an unbeatable point, and why I don't own that record anymore. So dang you, Mario Odyssey. Oh, skip this.
Oh my gosh, we have a second in this segment where past Pooh and current Pooh are both in the same world.
Nice.
Yeah, Pooh, you're doing very well for someone who hasn't played this in a few years. In terms of you generally know where you're going. You mildly remember the route, and you haven't died too much. So pretty good so far.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of okay with this one. Ooh. No, I didn't mean to do that. Wait.
I don't think Pooh's going to tell the real origin story here. Nah, I don't think Pooh would pick this setting for something so important.
Why won't you break? Break! Please break! I need you to break.
Pooh, is that how you ask for something?
I couldn't remember how to break it, y'all. Yeah, I literally just did not remember how to break it.
In the chat, we have Keyzron saying, yo, so my bad on the no live deals.
I know. Blaming Keys.
Keys, our first mercy kill runner, in the chat right now, folks. Keys will get to dunk on J-Hobbs in a few weeks when J-Hobbs does his run.
I don't even think this was ever in the route, this one right here, but it's just my favorite.
I'll go for it.
Yeah, it's just my favorite, one of my favorite moons in the game, so.
I love this transformation.
You gotta get the top of the tall tree. All right. We got that moon that tucked away inside the tunnel. All right. Will I nut clip? No, I won't nut clip.
What?
I don't know what nut clip is. What's that? What is nut clip? It's been a while since I've played this game.
Well, again, Pooh, that's the point of the show.
Yeah.
No, Pooh did not beat the timer for Dram World, but Pooh is finally hitting his stride by the end of Dram World.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I definitely don't remember how to do any of this.
Yeah, Pooh's not running any of the newer strats. Pooh is on, like, you know, day 2 strats, if you will.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, we wanted something I was rusty at. Oh, that's no good. Do I play the same version as Past Pooh? No, I'm on whatever update it's on. I don't even remember what update I used to speedrun it on.
And no, for anyone who wasn't here during the Dram run, no, Pooh did not make it past Dram World, but there were a few levels towards the end that looked really impressive.
Oh, that's not where you want to go. This, can we just give it up for this music in this level right here?
Absolutely.
Wait, I forgot where I was going. Definitely forgot where I was going right there. Got the nut in the red maze. Oh. Okay.
You still lost?
Skirt.
So were these 2 runs tonight the 2 rustiest runs you had, or were there other ones that you just didn't want to touch for reasons?
These are probably these were the 2 ones I hadn't done in the most recent amount of time. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. But I got that checkpoint, y'all.
Big agree.
Yeah, these are definitely the runs that I hadn't touched in the longest.
Well, I mean, Jaws was there too, but again,
Jaws was there, but I play every once in a while. The
Yeah.
chat will get me to bust out Jaws. Anyway, you know, and so like in Jaws, the thing with Jaws is there's no skill level involved in the way I ran Jaws. And Jaws is actually like just recently Jaws world record got beaten. Jaws has gotten pretty serious ever since it was in Big 20. I don't remember how to get up there, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, ever since Jaws was in Big 20 a few years ago, the Jaws community is just growing significantly. And it's gone from being a legitimate joke speedrun that you didn't have to practice at all, which is why I liked it, to being a legitimately hard, you know, task strat speedrun. Oh, well, that was embarrassing. Okay, those were 2 embarrassing deaths right there. Yeah, those were 2 very, very embarrassing deaths. Let's not talk about those. We're never going to mention those ever again. Yeah, we're never going to mention those ever again.
You think that was more embarrassing than not being able to get out of the starting area?
Yeah, yeah. Because right now I should be in some sort of groove, you know? Here we go. But yeah, I'm struggling with like kind of remembering. Yeah, just remembering what I'm supposed to.
I gotta turn up this music a little bit. It's really good.
Yeah, this song is a hot banger, as the kids call it. I'm pretty sure Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion are covering this song on their next album.
Someone had asked, how do you feel about this run so far, Pooh, compared to the last one?
I feel like, how do I get up here? How do I, wait, is there a way up there?
Pooh, I believe in you. Come
on.
The audience says shake. Shake the controller.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I forgot about shaking. Thanks,
There's your ask the audience lifeline.
Thanks, the audience. Yeah, I need that. I need that lifeline. I forgot about that. This game that you can just shake the stupid controller. Can I, if on a scale of 1 to 10, how much better would this game be, chat? If it.
I never cared for motion controls, honestly.
Me neither. I hate motion controls.
Just give me a D-pad, an A, B button, start select. That's all I need.
I am the same. I am not a fan of a motion control. Okay, well, this is just not good. I think I can stop this guy. Yeah. Woo. Not another event. No, this is, if this was SGDQ, I would have practiced, but this is Mercy Kill, where you're not allowed to practice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Also, if this was SGDQ, there's no way they would let me run a 3D Mario game. They would be like, no, we know better than that.
Yeah, this is GDQ Hotfix. These are weekly shows outside of events, and there is a whole bunch of episodes of all different kinds you can catch. One that we had yesterday, we have Random Number Generation, where we feature randomizers. every other week. So I host both that show and Mercy Kill here every other Tuesday and Wednesday.
Nope.
There is GDQ programming beyond the main marathons. We'd love to have you here on Hotfix.
It's true.
And Pooh gets to live his lifelong dream of playing a rusty run on GDQ.
Did I choose the runs myself? Yeah, I chose pretty much my oldest 2 runs that I actually ran. Like, I think there's other runs that I have on like speedrun.com that are probably older, but like, you know, I did like 1 run of them. Like I did 1 single Link to the Past run in my life. So I didn't want to like choose that. Yeah.
So someone asked about the next game real quick. Well, tomorrow we are going to be back, but I'm not going to be hosting. Tomorrow you're going to have Kizaron and Hobbs. And let me make sure I get the game right here. They're doing Sonic Generations tomorrow at 7 p.m. What's up?
Let's just not talk about what just happened. We're just not even keep going with your plugs. We're just gonna not acknowledge the gameplay.
What thing that just happened? I didn't see anything. Did y'all see anything? I didn't.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I highly recommend watching the first step on Thursdays. Kizaron and Hobbs are awesome. Keys is also the reason why we have certain rules implemented on this show, because we couldn't have nice things on episode 1. Looking at you, Keys, if you're still watching.
Oh.
Come on, Pooh, you gotta get this.
Woo. Do I have Black Ops on Xbox? Definitely not. Hey, I got one cycle.
This looks good.
Very
nice.
I think this is a good time to address some of the lore issues I have with this game. And number one is like, what is Peach looks pretty like ready to marry Bowser in this moment. You know what I mean? Like she looks pretty ready to go. I don't know if Mario's saving her in this particular instance. You know?
Well, we didn't get a chance, you know, for obvious gotta go fast reasons to see the cutscene. What do you mean by that?
Well, like right there in that cutscene, she seems just appalled that they're fighting. Oh,
that looks pretty.
You know, I think in the way that game ends, you know, I feel like it's like, all right, okay, yeah, I didn't make that. Yeah, the way the game ends, she's just like upset everyone's fighting over. Yeah.
That was the thing that happened, Pooh.
What thing? What?
Someone said Bowser's hair reveals that he's actually the hero.
This one might be a tough one for me to do.
Can you think of any others you could do here instead of this one?
This strat?
Yeah.
No. No, we're just gonna do it.
Who's committed?
Oh yeah, I'm committed. I am not gonna start a strat and then not do it. I will fail miserably. Wait. I can't even get up. Man, how did we used to do this fast? How are people good at this game? Hey.
Oh, would you take a look at that? Nice, Pooh. That's that rust right there showing itself.
Wait, I don't want to do that. This is not where I want to go at all. I knew that.
So one of the things that inspired this show is, you know, we always see all of these polished runs on Games Done Quick marathons. Well, what happens to all the other runs we never get to see? And that's where the premise for this show came.
This is the other run.
This is the other stuff you unfortunately get to miss, but this is where some of the best stuff happens. This is where learning happens. This is where inspiration happens. This is where very dirty and unpolished runs come from, and that's where speedruns come from, are runs like this. They don't start out being world record.
It's true. All right, you go down there, and then... There we go.
Every speedrunner has an unpolished run. I don't care who you are. Unless you only run one game, you're probably going to have an unpolished game somewhere. And that's what I seek to find out when I scout for these events.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you don't have a game that you just kind of know, you know.
I mean, Pooh, how long have we both been speedrunning? I started in 13.
Yeah, I started in 2016, which,
okay.
I mean, it's kind of funny because I still consider myself, like, relatively new to speedrunning, but I guess I'm getting kind of... I guess I'm not really a newbie anymore, you know?
I would not consider that new. I'm considered one of the older folks now.
Oh, I missed.
So we're only in episode 6 here of Mercy Kill, so still a fairly new concept, but a lot of runners have been asking me about it. So we're going to be seeing a lot of unpolished runs for months and maybe years to come here.
Not washed up. I'm a grizzled veteran now, y'all.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm hitting my LeBron and Miami years. Is what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what it is.
Pooh's just getting started. Pooh's in the esports phase now.
Yeah, I'm just getting started. Yeah, I just left my LeBron and Cleveland years. Now I'm in LeBron and Miami years. This is where I get a bunch of teammates to make me look good. Yeah. Yeah, you can duck under those guys. That wasn't intentional death. That level wasn't like the worst thing I've ever done.
All right. Past Pooh is currently in Seaside Kingdom.
Okay. That's definitely farther than I am right now.
Yeah, you're in the early part of New Donk, if I remember.
Yes.
Pooh, there's a question for you. Any plans for future games to run or play once you're done with Fall Guys?
You can be done with Fall Guys?
We won't know. Like you said, it's all about whether or not they do new games and keep the game fresh.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what Fall Guys is going to come down to. Oh, no! Oh.
Oh, Pooh. I always like the water graphics in this game. This looks awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I just think New Donk City in general is just such a visually attractive level, and especially for a Nintendo game, you know, because I don't think they really do a lot of even like close to realistic stuff generally. So I think this level just, I don't know, just it definitely sticks out in my mind of 3D Mario levels the whole time, you know.
Yeah, it's very unique for sure. We don't really get a chance to see anything like this.
Yeah, I also like how it's oh wait, wrong way. I also like how it's oh wait, that's not what I want to do. Sorry. I like how it's like so vertical, you know, in this game. Oh man, how do I do this? You know what? In the interest of not wanting to lose both my games tonight.
What would have been really cool, somebody had said, I don't like how realistic the people look, and then Mario shows up looking like Mario, How awesome would have that been, Pooh, if they would have altered Mario's appearance just in this world to look like anybody else?
That would have been cool, but I also think it's kind of a little lore hint that Mario's just not human at all.
What?
Yeah, that's my opinion of it.
That's wild, Pooh.
Oh, that's no good. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, it makes sense, you know? He can swim without drowning. I mean, what's human about that?
That's fair. I'm telling y'all, someone said, Sky's out for blood wants Pooh to lose both games. I'm telling y'all, this show makes me look like a really, 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 bad person who wants to see runners fail. I'm normally not like that. I'm very supportive, but this is
true. It is true. Sky is one of the most positive people I know. But I think in this situation, you really have no other choice, but you got to get some friendly ribbing in, you know?
Absolutely. It wouldn't be the show without it.
I think that's part of the fun. I mean, and I think that's kind of like something that's, what I really like about this show. It shows that like all these god gamers, not me, I'm talking about Kizaron, that come on this show, like they're still mortal. You know what I mean? They still have, oh man, I don't remember this part at all.
Part of the thing is the only thing that separates everybody watching here from speedrunners, you want to know what that is? It's such a secret, but I'll let you in on it.
Practice.
It's practice.
Practice.
That's the only thing that separates everybody from speedrunners is just practice. You can do this.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean that is the real talk of it all. It's just practice, and that's the dirty little secret we have. Oh, that was the worst one to do. It is all just practice and not just practice, but like knowledgeable practice, dedicated, knowledgeable, smart practice, like not just like playing the game blindly, but, learning from other runners. And in my experience, pretty much every runner of a game is going to be super positive in trying to help you learn.
I mean, at the foundation of it all, we're all a bunch of friends just playing video games, practicing, and having a good time. Like, that's what it's about. That is the essence of what we do. Yeah.
I mean, that's what, like, we obviously not right now, but like the reason we love going to GDQ, and don't get me wrong, GDQ is it's an incredible event to be a part of, and it's playing on that stage is unlike anything else I've ever experienced in gaming. But the real dirty secret is we go to see our friends.
Yeah.
We go to see our friends. That's where we want to go.
And most of us have become involved in the community just by watching and supporting the marathons. And then sometime we'll go and maybe be that person who runs or be the person who does couch or does host. I mean, one of my favorite roles in the community is to just host and be supportive for those who are running.
How do you select the games you like to learn to speedrun? Generally for me, it's just, I really love that game. In general, like I just love that game. I think it's just a really fun game, and that's the number one thing is I have to really, really, really love a game to want to speedrun it because eventually, and this has been true in my experience, and I don't want to say everyone's experience with their speedrun game, but eventually you're going to loathe it to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to pick one that you love because you want to wait as long as possible until that moment happens.
I've done panels about getting into speedrunning for people who are kind of on the outside, don't understand a lot what's going on. And actually, one point of advice we always give is you better like the stage 1 music. You'll be hearing it a lot.
Sure. Okay.
There's kind of like a realistic Mario if you look here.
There we go.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh, Mario possessing.
Oh, well, that just sounds creepy when you put it that way.
Oh, I mean, that's what's happening. I mean, it doesn't sound creepy. It is creepy.
Oh, my goodness. So I'm glad somebody linked the first step. Tomorrow, is a show based on how do you get started in speedrunning, and Keysrun and
Oh.
J-Hob always do a great job of that. So if you want to know more about how to get started in speedrunning, tomorrow's show, the first step, 7 p.m. Eastern, always a good time to learn how to do a certain game. And I believe all the past VODs, too, if the game doesn't interest you, all of the past shows are going to be on YouTube at some point. So if you've missed a show or you want to catch up, or you want to look even at the backlog of this show or random number generation, all of that will be eventually available on YouTube.
I know they do a much, I know they do a much different route now, but I don't want to lose my man OTEP. Okay, actually now I have no idea where to go. Wait. I think now I warp. I think now I warp.
Okay. Pooh lost. That would make a good emote. I would like that.
Yeah, I'm super lost right now. I have no idea what to do at the moment.
Everything looks the same after a while.
Yeah.
Okay, remember this dumpster.
Yeah, but where do I go from here?
Isn't there another place that you jump to, like a pool or something? I'm trying to remember myself.
Oh wait, there it is. I just passed it. That moon right there. Dang it! How do I get back there?
I believe you already used your Ask the Audience lifeline.
All good. All good.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go. You found your way. Also, Pooh, you're showing about 58 minutes right now.
58 minutes? Oh, I think we're gonna be just fine here.
I think so too. This one's looking good. If I would have asked Pooh before the show which one he thought he would have passed and which one he would have had a chance to get Mercy killed, it would have been the reverse of this. I'm sure y'all.
Absolutely.
Pooh, also, I want you to plug yourself a little bit. So what we've been talking about Fall Guys. What is going on your stream? I know there's a certain special event coming up that you're very passionate about.
Yeah, tomorrow night I'm really excited. We got the first like big money Fall Guys tournament happening on my channel. Sponsored by our good friend, another sponsor of GDQ, sponsored by Red Bull. And it's going to be super fun, super awesome. I'm taking 16 of the best Fall Guys players and personalities in the world and pairing them up against each other in head-to-head competition to see who can get the most crowns and kudos. Wait, what do I do here?
I think you go up and get another one. There you go.
Yeah, to see who can get the most crowns and kudos until we have one person left. And that person is going to walk away $5,000 richer. Number 2 player, you know how much money number 2 is getting? Sky Bills?
How much? None.
$0.
Right?
They're getting $0 thanks for playing. That's what they're getting. Winner take all. Yes. And I think that's kind of what I'm most excited about it, because it is a game where it's such a winner take all game that I'm really excited about it. But the other thing about it is it's the first tournament that's going to like every placement you have is going to matter because you want to stack up those kudos.
So where can people find you, Pooh? Everything. Feel free to list all the social media things.
Everything at Grand Pooh Bear is what I am. No H.
You had to clarify that to people?
Yeah. OTEP.
So yeah, y'all give Pooh a follow. One of my favorite streamers to watch by far. I'm there just about every day lurking, sometimes saying hey.
All right, there's one more. What's the last one I need, y'all? I can't remember. Ow. I missed one.
Did you do the bench?
Yeah, I did the bench. Ow. I did miss a moon. It's okay. We'll just go get this one right here.
Something I've always admired about Pooh Stream is Pooh streams whatever Pooh feels like streaming.
Yep. Yep.
That's
Very
one of
much
the
so.
best things, because that's how you stay passionate about what you're streaming, is to play the game you want to play at the time. And if that's Fall Guys, it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's something that people forget a lot when they add in streaming into their video game playing routine, is that you play video games because they're fun and you like them, you know? And streaming sometimes can really, opening yourself up to the, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but sometimes the internet is not the most kind place, you know? And sometimes when you open yourself up to the internet, you put a little vulnerability out into the internet, you know what I mean? It can be, maybe suck the fun away from you. People will come in and be like, "Hey, you suck at this game." Like, everybody does, whatever it is. So it's not something you got to worry about, or shouldn't worry about, is what I guess what I want to say. So it is like, you always want to just have fun. If you're not having fun, why would you be doing this? In my opinion. Yeah.
And I do not exaggerate when I say Pooh has been playing pro-level Fall Guys play. I tried booting up the game myself last night for fun, and I'm like, oh my gosh, not easy. It's not as easy as Pooh makes it look.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm excited to see. I just got a stat tracker.
Ooh.
I'm excited to see, like, my win percentage. Like right now, I win about a quarter of my games, but I'm excited to see if that holds up.
Oh, one other thing you and I are typically involved in as well, at least for people to go back and look on past videos, Pooh and I are both in, well, it's Pooh's event, but Mario Masters Coliseum, which has also been a blast. I very much enjoyed the time that I spent there last year.
Yeah, MMC is just a ton of fun. It's just a great event, and I don't know, I love it. It's literally just like, we take, 30 of the best, most fun Mario personalities and put them in a room, and like, everyone can play games really well, so we try to make it as difficult as possible to do that. And we just have a lot of fun, and all in the name of charity. It's a very I don't want to say unorganized, because that's not fair to what our event is, but very on the fly. That whole event is all about live deals. Yeah, that whole event is live deal the event, essentially, it's very fun.
I guess I owe you a live deal or two next time I'm there for this.
Yeah. I definitely, okay, I just want to express, like, I definitely did a route without this guy in it, but I don't remember it, y'all, so I'm sorry.
I mean, it's to get the moon, right?
Yeah, so my chat's been giving me a lot of, so in Fall Guys, I buy every outfit, and that's cost me a lot of crowns. So chat's making fun of me because it looks like I don't have that many crowns, but I do, dang it.
This music is so cute.
Where's the completionist Grand Poo World 2? I think he live dealed out of that one.
One thing I always like about Pooh Bear's channel is it could be a game you've never heard of, or a game you're not even, impressed by, but Pooh knows how to make those games fun, no matter what the content is. All right, Pooh going through a pretty tough zone here. Pretty easy to insta-death here.
Oh, I screwed up again. That's fine. We'll just go the safe way. You don't believe that I have any crowns? There. There. Hundreds of crowns!
Didn't you say it was like... do you possibly have 100 crowns? I was gonna...
Oh,
I was thinking like 40,
no,
50.
we're
but...
way past 100. Oh, yeah, we're way past 100. It's just the outfits are expensive, but luckily it seems like I'm catching up, and it seems like they're running out of outfits. So, wait, which one do I go to? This one? I don't remember which one. This one might not be the right one, guys. No, it is.
All right, Passpoo is on the dragon boss right now.
The dragon boss? What was he doing?
Do you not even remember?
Why is he so good at this game? No, I do remember the dragon boss, but not well. This is the last one I wanted to do, I think. Yeah, I think I screwed this route up. Definitely screwed this route up.
Really? How so?
Yeah, it's okay. You're not supposed to fight this guy, but it's not a big deal.
That's fine. Don't you get 3 moons from this?
Yeah, but I only need 2.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. It's not too bad of a time loss then.
No.
Someone wants to know, do you have a chance in 49 minutes? I'd say yes, based on what I've seen.
I would guess. Yeah, I mean, not a tremendous amount of game left.
To put things in perspective again, Pooh has a 112 on this, so Pooh is allowed quite a bit of leeway on this.
Yeah, but obviously it's not working out. Because I don't remember anything.
This boss looks pretty difficult.
I'm just playing it in the worst way possible. that also helps. Bowser's Castle run killed? It's very likely.
Yes, this is supposed to be a rusty run. Otherwise, that wouldn't be following the rules of the show.
I don't even know if I could call this a rusty run. This is like been in the junkyard, underneath 4 different cars. Yeah. Where did I get my name? Oh, glad you asked. What a good question. Funny you should ask that, actually. My grandma was the first woman to ever wrestle bears in America, and so it's a homage to her. Yes. Wait. Wait, what did I do? Do I not have enough moons?
Said it only gave 1 moon.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Oh.
Oops. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, well that'll definitely. Okay. That's gonna make it tough to finish. This is a precious time that I need right here.
Here's a good question. Someone had mentioned Carl Sagan in the chat. If Carl Sagan were to be here, is there a rusty run that you can think of that you remember Carl Sagan playing?
I mean, Yoshi's Island, dude. Carl Sagan hasn't played Yoshi's Island in years. Yes.
Is that so? Huh.
Oh, I know for a fact. He's played a few ROM hacks, but I know for a fact Carl Sagan has not ran Yoshi's Island. The famous Carl Sagan Yoshi's Island GDQ runs are a long thing of the past. And I would love to see him bust out a Yoshi's Island run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get him on that.
Yeah. I would love to see that. He played it casually kind of recently. Go.
Oh, he did crowd control and got destroyed.
Oh, yeah, that's not even fair. That's not even fair, y'all. Crowd control is almost harder when you're a speedrunner of a game. Yeah. How much? What's my time looking like?
You are currently at about 45 minutes left, Pooh.
Well, we got a good chance. It's not desync. Yeah, I'm throwing my voice.
I still think this is possible. Is any of this coming back like the Dram World run did, or is this one
a little
worse?
bit, but less so. Like, I definitely like this level in particular. Like, I don't remember where I need to go.
Oh, I love this remix of this song.
Yeah. You don't really like people who play Fall Guys now? Well, guess what? Tough cookies. Fall Guys is esports.
So, another question. Do y'all ever do Mercy Kill races? We're actually going to have our first ever Mercy Kill race next week. Both runners will not only be racing each other, but they will still be racing the timer.
Oh, how do I do this? What was the strat here? Okay, hold on. I remember.
Yes, Pooh did do a Dram World run today. Almost beat the timer. You said you were only a couple of stages out from doing that?
Yeah, I was 2 stages away. Granted, the last stage, the Bowser fight's pretty long, so. Wait a minute. Where am I going? Oh, wait, here we go.
You'll always have the PB in the corner, but they're never racing the PB. The PB is just there as a point of reference for everybody else.
It's to show that we were once good at this game.
Oh my gosh, Pooh.
You know? It's to show that, like, back in the day, you know, we had some skills. All right. Now, see, now I don't know where to go.
Has anyone on the show beaten their PBs? I'll tell you something. If someone ever does it, I'll accuse them of practicing and cheating against the rules of this show. So the answer is going to be, I hope not. But so far, no. There's only one person I know who could potentially beat a PB on this show. And that's because he always seems to leave games for a while and then comes back to them and somehow PBs. And that's Rom Scout.
How do I go faster, y'all? I have no idea where I'm going right now, by the way. Yeah. There's like a way to go faster with the this dude. How do you do it, chat?
It says hold Y and B.
B. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
You're supposed to get 2 audience lifelines, Pooh.
Yo, I needed them. I needed them, chat. I needed them. All right, there's also like a area I missed over here, right? There's like there's a moon I definitely missed. Where is that moon?
Something purpley, right?
I don't know. It's somewhere in a cave-like area is the moon I'm looking for. I thought it was shake the controller too, don't worry.
Somebody left their alerts on.
Oh, did I? Really? Who said just subbed to me? Hey, shout out to the person who subbed. Yep, right after this level. Okay, well, the bad part is I have no idea where to go.
Oh, I'm not going to be running my own shows for a while. I tend to want to save that for a little later on, I would think. I've had that question before, though. I haven't even been on Random Number Generation yet, and we just got done with the 21st episode of that one.
Wait, I want to go down. Yeah. I have no idea where to get more moons right now, y'all.
They found a moon.
Just get 4 moons? I don't even know where 4 more moons are in this level. That's my problem. I can't remember where they are.
Well, maybe that platform that just got unlocked might be a good indicator. There's one in the cliffs apparently, according to.
That one I remember.
Fight the level's boss that will give you moons. Boss has 3. Just reading what chat's putting down here. Under the glass in the center.
One.
Go to the shop.
Oh yeah, I can buy one at the shop, can I?
Yeah.
Art. Wait, is there one? What cliff? Now I'm confused. This one's just right. This one's not. Oh, I am silly right now.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah, I have no idea where I should be going. I have literally no clue where I should be going. Yeah, I'm in what they would call a full panic mental breakdown.
All right, we got you back on Tech. Thank you very much, Tech, for helping out here.
Yeah, it might have been me.
We got you back. No worries.
I was so embarrassed I cut the video. Yeah. What happened to the timer? And now the time you stepped away and the timer was counting. The timer was always counting down.
Yeah. That's part of the show. Who's in a battle against the timer to try to finish the game and before that timer ticks down to 0.
Spoiler alert, it's looking worse and worse.
You really can't remember where any of the other ones are, Pooh?
No, I really can't remember where any moons are at, which is probably the most embarrassing thing that could happen in this particular situation. Yeah.
Do you know where the boss is?
You'd think I would, right? Like that would be something that we would think I would know.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Right? I mean, we would assume someone who's played this game hundreds of times would just remember the route, right? Even an old route.
Looks like you're getting a possible moon here with these plants.
Yes. That I am getting. Wait, did it already... I don't need to do this anymore, do I?
I don't think you can phone 2017 Pooh for help, no.
No, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we got one. We got one.
All right.
I think I can get one from this person. Yep. All right. We're good. We're good. I'll find one more.
Good?
I can find one more.
No, wait, that's the store. Okay.
Yep. I can find one more. There's not one underneath this guy, right, chat? Sometimes you just need to rely on chat.
What if we got Instagram Pooh on?
Instagram Pooh's good at games.
About 35 minutes left, Pooh.
There's one down here, right, chat? Right? In that thing.
In the thing?
In that thing. Oh, man. I don't know.
I don't know if I remember this room.
This is definitely not part of the route. I literally just want to find a moon. There's one moon, like, in a cave somewhere. That one's not it, but yeah,
Oh,
there's
right
one in the
there.
normal one.
Hey!
Yeah, we got one. There's one in a cave normally that I just couldn't remember where it was. It just straight up slipped my mind. Like you go to a cave and then you get the one that's underneath the dragon, all in like one follow swoop, and I just missed the cave. Missed the cave. You can't play volleyball till after you beat the boss. That I do remember.
Pass Poo's about to finish up soon here. We have Pass Poo and the exit segment here where Mario takes over Bowser.
God, that segment's so good.
Yeah, it is. The song in it's really good.
All right. We're fighting the dragon, though. No. Yeah, we're fighting the dragon now. Dragon, then luncheon. Then we're gonna be close. We're gonna be pretty close here.
Close. If you remember where all the moons are, I think you can still do this. But this is gonna be very close, Pooh.
This is gonna be pretty close. Did I do the fish OB in the original route? No.
You can't have any more brain farts, though, Pooh. You gotta do this. Pooh, don't scare me like that. Oh yeah, that was the chair with the Pikachu hat. I remember that, now that y'all are mentioning that on Past Pooh's feed there.
Skirt. All right. Pikachu hat was classic. Hey, there we go.
Get your GGs out for Past Pooh.
This is live, but Past Poo was not live.
Not Past Pooh was not live.
No.
Past Pooh is a champion today.
Champion. Did I have a big smile on my face after that PB?
Oh yeah.
I remember that at that time, man. 112 was hard. Now 112's a dookie butter run. I don't even think they would look at my video for 112 now.
Oh, don't say that.
No, I'm dead serious. That's not a joke. That's just how those leaderboards are. They're so packed. Yeah, today has not been my top-notch gameplay days.
But I've been having a ton of fun with you, Pooh. This has been
I've been having it. This
dope.
is super fun. Yeah, this is super fun.
And again, part of this is just to revisit old runs, see what you remember.
Yeah,
I mean, that's half the fun right there. I mean, yes, the timer's there for the people to have fun with it, to root on the timer or root on the runner. But this is really about just, again, having a good time with the runners, seeing what they remember. It's one of the best parts of this show.
This is not supposed to be it, but I'm just getting a safety moon, yo.
Good idea.
Yeah, safety moon. Okay, I'm getting okay. We're just moving on.
I love the Mario 3 music.
Woo.
There you
It
go.
would be 468th now. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that like wild to think about though? At one point that run was a top 20 run in the world, and now it's 468. Wait, no, I need this.
Yeah, someone had just asked, how was the time like 112 2 years ago when it was posted? And Pooh said, are you top 20 or so back then?
Yeah. The highest I ever got was 9th, but that was a PB before this on the leaderboard.
One thing I'd always appreciate about speedrunning is, I mean, yes, you can compete against the leaderboard, but part of speedrunning, at least the way we used to do it way back, is it's just a comparison to pass you.
Yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a way to pass yourself, yeah.
And that way, speedrunning, if you look at it in that sense, it's much more doable, because it's overwhelming looking at a leaderboard with hundreds of people.
Yeah.
I encourage everybody to take it up just to compete against yourself.
No, I completely agree. I mean, that's something that I always love about it is that, I mean, you're going for a PB, you know what I mean? Always. You just want to beat what you did before. And as long as you're still improving constantly, like, I don't know. Speedrunning is so good in that aspect. Like, it is just you versus the clock, and that's all there really is.
Also, you're about 29 minutes left to go, Poop.
I'm going to miss a moon, I think, here. Chat.
On purpose?
No, because I don't remember where it's at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You made it seem like it was like calculated. I'm like, oh, really?
No. I think I'm missing one. I think I'm gonna miss one. It was 39th place in December 2017. How many hours of practice did I need? Well, a lot of it now is just gonna be like your route is gonna be better. The route's just a lot more improved and tight. That's gonna be a huge amount of ways that people are improving on a run now. Whew.
I always liked Mario's Apodomo here. This is cute.
Yeah, I agree. So you're gonna, what do I want to say? And this is something that I struggle with maybe when I'm learning runs when the game first comes out, is that you're going to develop some bad habits when a game first comes out. And the runners who can get out of those quicker are going to be better off. Especially in a 3D game, because a 3D game is all about movement. More so than even like, you know, a 2D Mario game or even like Mario 3, you know, because essentially in Mario 3, you're always... Oh man, I'm missing 2 of them. Essentially in Mario 3, you're always like, you know, holding right.
Apparently there's a box by Soup, according to chat.
Oh. Whoops.
Ooh.
Whoops. There's a box by the Soup?
Yeah, something about a box by Soup. I don't know.
That I missed?
That's just what I've seen.
Well, like in Mario 3, and that's not to say, I think Mario 3 is an extremely hard, in my opinion, Mario 3 is the hardest 2D Mario speedrun. But it is a speedrun that's very much revolved around, I know where I'm going to go get another one. I need 2 more, so. It's very much a speedrun that's very revolved around, you know, holding right. Because you can't go any faster than holding right. Whereas in a 3D speedrun, I think there's just always going to be a little bit of space.
I don't know, Pooh. What do you think? About 25 and change left?
25 and change. It's gonna be tight. Where's another? Yeah, you can't forget the route. And there's just like so many minuscule movement things. And I think you even see it in like the difference between a hour-long run in, you know, like Mario 64 and a world record run, you know. It's like so drastic just movement wise, you know.
Oh geez, this is tough.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to. That was a mistake. I need to figure. I need to find one more, guys. We need to find one more. Where's the other one I can find? I need one more.
There's a timer challenge by the Odyssey up on the wall. That's what people are saying.
A timer challenge by the Odyssey up on the wall. Didn't I just do that?
Or behind the Odyssey, somewhere around the Odyssey.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, chat. You're a savior.
Saving you right
Saving
now,
me right now, chat. But yeah, I mean, like, even in, like, Mario 64, like, where you position your camera is so important, you know? Because it's going to create lag or no lag. And all those little things just start to really add up in a 3D speedrun, in my opinion. And are a lot easier to learn or adjust to in a 2D speedrun, because generally you're only losing time when you have to do a turn back. So anytime you can take out a turn back in a 2D speedrun, it's, you know, that's a good thing. Whereas this, like, I mean, you're talking about cutting corners and direct routes, and then in this game, even you fly faster, you know, going diagonal when you're the frog at the beginning. Like, there's so many little, you know, microscopic time saves where you save a half a second here, a half a second there, but you know, you save a half a second, you know, 200 times in a speed run. That's a lot of time eventually, you know.
So is this the dragon fight?
Yeah, this is a dragon. Oh no! It's gonna be tough here, y'all. I know we're facing an uphill battle now. One big optimization problem, essentially, yeah. I mean, essentially, that 3D games are one big optimization problem, yeah.
This dragon looks so out of place in this game.
He does, but he's also awesome. Honestly, I wish my one big complaint about I wish they would have went just like these full, like, weird realistic settings, because they're kind of my favorite spots in the game. I mean, yeah, 100 seconds is a ton of time in a speedrun.
Yeah, it is. Seconds, how about frames? If you're looking at something like Mario 1.
You never really understood why they put this world in the game. I always thought this was just a really cool tech demo they made early on, like when they were making the Switch, and they were like, well, how can we shoehorn this in the game? Because it's just so cool, you know?
So when you take the damage there, when you're trying to go up the dragon's head, do you take that on purpose just to try to save time?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like if you're up there, oh my gosh. If you're up there already, assuming you can use those iframes to, like, just be up there, it just gives you a little extra space.
Nice.
But, I mean, I'm sure they have some much smarter way of doing it now. Is there a story to the dragon? I don't really think so.
Mm-mm.
Other than Mario kicking its butt for no reason, you know?
Something to power the Odyssey.
Yeah, I think we crash land there for some reason. Yeah, I just always assumed that was like a tech demo spot, and then they just let it go. The dragon blew up the place? Yeah, but why does Mario care?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Mario doesn't have any concern with destruction of bricks and buildings. It's one of Mario's favorite things. He loves breaking a brick. They should be homies, right?
Yeah, I mean, Mario games were never known for their plot, let's be honest.
But I think I'll first try Moonskip. No. Second try, though? Maybe. Do I think we'll get there in time? I don't know. I don't know.
This is going to be close. We're looking at about 20 minutes right now heading into the last world, and the Bowser fights are kind of lengthy.
Yeah.
Now, Pooh, refresh my memory. How many moons do you need to get from this last place?
No idea.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. We're just gonna go until we get them. I'm just gonna get all the ones that I remember that I used to get. Okay, so generally you want to move out of the way of monsters that are trying to destroy you.
But
yeah, but I'm using this other strat called not doing that.
There you go.
Seaside was, yeah, Seaside I just couldn't remember. Seaside's such, supposed to be such a fast kingdom, and I just could not remember where those moons were, so.
So still, I still think this is possible. I just don't know how much endgame there is before the final bosses.
It's gonna be rough. I would need to somehow channel my peak gameplay here.
Right. As a reminder, though, Pooh was not allowed to practice for this run. This show in particular is about being rusty and how much you can remember about a past speedrun.
Or skirt.
Okay, I see 5 moons at the top of the screen. Pooh needing to get, looks like 3 more here. Oh, this is just for this particular one. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
This comes down to getting a good moon skip. I'm not sure what moon skip is.
Moon skip is the skip on the moon. Guys, can we all agree? You know what? I feel like, and this is something I've been thinking for a while, can we all agree that we got to be a lot better with naming our skips? Like, we got to make these glitches, we got to give them, like, really hot, sexy names, Like, you got to be like, oh, what's lunar propulsion? What is that? Wouldn't that sound way sexier? I'm just saying. Think about it. It's moon cave skip. Makes it so much better.
I just want this to be close. Like, that's all I want. In either direction.
Apollo 13 skip.
Oh, I forgot you had another boss here.
I got 2, yeah. Oh, come on.
There you go. How was the time decided for this? Pooh gave me a time. It was originally going to be 2, but Pooh wanted to do it in 1:45.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. There was no goading into these. I picked very doable times for me. Yeah, that's what. Oh, that's definitely what happened. I changed my time with no sort of pressure at all.
Pooh wanted it to be very interesting.
Oh, that's not good.
Hmm. There you go. You get some health back.
No.
Again, though, thanks to the Keyseron rule, no live deals once the timer starts. You can do it before the timer starts. Once the timer starts, that's it. You are locked in.
Oh, I don't remember how to do this fast at all. Oh my gosh. Well, that's probably the end of that. Yep. That's probably the end of that. Oh, man. I don't remember how to do this fast.
Just under 15 minutes, almost 14 actually now. I'm glad Pooh, you know, regardless of result, I'm glad Pooh went for a little bit of a stricter timer because in the first few episodes of the show, the timers were a little too generous. We had people finishing with like 20 minutes left to go, and I'm like, oh! A lot of people were giving me pressure to try to make the timers a little more strict, so
yes.
we did just that.
Yo, I am totally okay with it. The show's not called watch someone do a casual playthrough and not make fun of them. It's called Mercy Kill. You know, we're trying to see runs get murdered. All right, we're moving on. You can jump on him right as he goes in the hat. I know these things. Oh my god.
Oh, poor Pooh.
Oh. Is going over your time now called the Keyseron?
No, Keys actually passed his run.
Yeah.
It's just Keyseron save corrupted his file. And I'm like, well, you just blew it for anyone else to be on the show because normally we wouldn't reset the timer. We did it that one time because it was the first episode, but I'm like, all right, that's it after that. Keyseron was only 7 minutes in, to be fair, and he still would have passed his run anyways, but it would have been a lot closer. But Keyseron did a trick that would knowingly have a risk of save corrupting. Knowingly. So in the future, it's kind of like, hey, know what your risks are behind your strategies.
Ooh.
I like the music in this segment.
Me too.
I want Pooh to finish this with like 5 seconds left. That's the dream.
Ooh.
Again, to recall, Mitch Flower Power finished his Mega Man 3 run with 51 seconds left.
Ah. Sometimes you have a mental breakdown on runs you haven't done in 3 years. Yeah, it happens.
Absolutely. It happens. Is this the second to last fight? Trying to remember. Oh no, the mecha is first. That's right. But this one's not
I don't
too
remember.
long.
I don't remember how to do this. I should remember how to do this. Ugh.
Okay, follow what the hat says. When in doubt, talk to the hat. Okay, you remembered Pooh.
I didn't remember that part. No, there's a quick kill that's... I don't know. I say that a lot. Hey. You know what? When someone says don't practice something, I can do that. You know, I'm great at that.
Pooh was true to his word. I will always say that about this episode. Who's trying to remember the skip here?
No, okay, well I can't remember. Alright. Oh, get on top. Thank you for that information. I really appreciate it. That was definitely the issue.
Yeah, just do it like this at this point, unless the strat comes back to you.
There we go.
Oh, look at that! No! Come on, Pooh.
I'm good. Oh, wait, no, I'm not good. Wait, what? Why did I fall off?
Something, third phase.
Yeah, I think my favorite advice is when it's like people that don't run the game but watch a lot of other people run the game.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my favorite pieces of advice.
Oh, look at this! Go, Pooh, go!
Oh!
Come on, Pooh!
No! No! I was up there! Why did that happen?
Pooh's under 9 minutes to go. Come on, Pooh!
Oh. Oh, man. I was on and then I was off. I was on and I was off. No advice from you, just criticism. Do the run right. Use skips and strats. See, that's what I love. Right? I was on top of him. I was good. We might get to Bowser, but we're not beating Bowser.
You mean the last one? Yeah, you have about 8 minutes from here, Pooh.
You guys ready for 8 minutes of trying to do Moonskip? The thing with Moonskip too is it's one of those tricks that is not hard when you know the proper knowledge. It's something you should get first, second try every time, but I cannot remember how to do it at all.
Well, the first Bowser fight shouldn't be too bad for you. I mean, you made quick work of the first one. Isn't that just the same fight?
A little bit. It's just longer. It's got a few extra phases. This run is just me saying there's a fast way and then not doing it. Pretty much. Yeah. I feel like that's going to be a lot of Mercy Kill shows in general.
If it's not a struggle, someone practiced too much or the timer was too generous, right?
Yeah.
That's part of what we do here, folks.
Yeah. Electronic, just do the... No, the difference between a casual playthrough and a speedrun of Mario Odyssey is literally Moonskip. Yeah. That's literally the difference. If you do Moonskip and any percent, that's a real playthrough. That's a speedrun.
How new is Mercy Kill? This is only our 6th episode. Yes, please skip the movie. All right, is this it? Is this the moon skip here?
Yeah, we're about to...
All right, come on, Pooh.
Okay, well, what's really embarrassing is I forgot to jump right there, y'all. Yeah, and then I tried to save it, but there was no saving it. Yeah, there was no saving it.
Pooh, I appreciate you being a good sport with these rougher estimates. I really do.
Why can't I get over there? I need a long jump, don't I, chat? This is for the content, yeah. Have I tried not failing? I'm going to try it this time. Don't worry.
Come on, Pooh.
Yeah, you ready? We're going to try not failing this time. We got it. We got it.
You'll be a winner to me if you can get this. Come on.
Hey!
Hey, look at that!
Look, we learn how to jump over a ledge. No, go fast.
Look at these strats.
No. No, that didn't make it. Oh. Why did you go that way? All right, here it is. How much time do we have? Because we're going to spend the rest of it right here.
4 minutes. You have
4
4
minutes?
minutes.
We're about to spend the rest of the 4 minutes right here, right now.
I'll have y'all know, Pooh originally had picked 2 hours, but then during the interview at the beginning, he wanted 15 minutes off just for the people. I appreciate what Pooh's done here.
He wanted it.
I didn't suggest it. I asked what you wanted.
Oh, I need to just run into this, Pat. Right? I think I just run into it, right? No, I thought that was it. Oh, man, I thought that was it.
Nope, there's no adjustments on the timer. It's not negotiable. That's the way this show works. That's right, no deals.
Wait. Did I felt like I was right there. Ah. Hey!
Did you get it? Oh my goodness, you got it, Pooh.
All right. Count it as a win. Count it as a win. I don't care if this is getting mercy killed. It's a speed run now. It's a speed run.
That's a win in my heart, Pooh.
Win in my heart too, you know? Yep. Let's go.
Pooh
Let's go.
One of the more complicated tricks, right, but couldn't remember where to go in the beach.
I just couldn't. Yeah, well, I mean, that one I spent a lot more time. The beach is so easy. Like, that was my big problem. I never practiced it because it was such an easy area, you know?
Yeah. No, I can't let Pooh finish, folks. If I gotta let Pooh finish, that means everyone else gets to finish on Mercy Kill, and that ruins a lot of the fun of the show. So I can't do that. I gotta be strict with the rules here, right? Pooh can be out in the future with other games, and Pooh can beat the timer at some other point, but can't do that today. It's a shame this isn't the final Bowser. That would be sweet.
Oh. Then we would have made it. Hey, I'm proud of this run. I don't care what y'all say.
I'm proud of you too.
We would have crushed the 2 hours. Wait, where are you going, Hat?
Well, the thing is, Pooh made that deal with the timer beforehand. Once the timer starts, that's it. There's no going back.
It's set, you know? Yeah, it's set.
Come on, Pooh. At least beat this Bowser. I'm showing 40 seconds left. Come on.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's enough time. Does that fire even hurt you? I'm dead.
Really?
No, not dead. Just.
Oh yeah, the timer. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll count you down once you get there. 3, 2, 1. Done.
Well,
a valiant effort. What a valiant effort, but you just got mercy killed.
Oh man, that was super fun. Super fun.
Pooh, I'm super proud of you for that moon skip. Under pressure, you knew there wasn't a ton of time left, and you still pulled off the moon skip again. You're a winner of the people here. And again,
Yeah.
would have it really been fun if you would have finished with 10 minutes left on the timer? That wouldn't have been as exciting as this.
Exactly.
Well, we're gonna have to have you on at some other point with a different game for you to beat the timer. This is leaving the door open for a future episode.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'll come back, do it again, but better.
You want to do this again at some point? All right. Just be sure to not practice between now and then if you're gonna do that.
Yep.
But we will leave room for the redemption arc here. Don't you worry, Pooh.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Remember, folks, please give Pooh a follow at twitch.tv/GrandPoohBear. Pooh, is there anything you'd like to say about the show in particular? Just your experience here tonight?
Super fun. Had a great time. Always good to like go back on speedruns that you knew and just to remember why you enjoyed the game and why you decided to speedrun it anyway. And tonight was no exception. I had a great time. So.
I'm glad you had a great time.
Yep.
Be sure to let other runners know about your experiences here. So remember, folks, tomorrow is the first step, a show about getting into speedrunning. We were talking about this earlier, featuring Jay Hobbs and Kizran. We'll be showing off Sonic Generations at 7 p.m. Eastern. And remember, folks, SGDQ may be over, but Hotfix is here year-round. So learn about all of our shows here on the GDQ Hotfix and submit your runs and ideas at GamesDoneQuick.com/Hotfix. We're going to be here at Mercy Kill every other week. So someone was asking about this earlier. I typically like to preview the next show coming up. We're going to have 2 runners in here of Super Mario Galaxy, and they haven't run it in quite a few years, and it's going to be a race. It will be the first ever Mercy Kill race, so not only will they be racing against each other, but they're going to be racing to have them both beat the clock as well. So look forward to that, Super Mario Galaxy, our first race here on Mercy Kill. Remember, folks, give Grand Pooh Bear a follow, and with all that, for Games Done Quick, I'm Skybills. Thank you so much for being here for Mercy Kill. We'll see you.